boy MC. I'm giving y'all some news about Tyson Fury, the Wilder Fury 3 update. So, you got news channels, all types of news channels. You got Counterpunch Boxing, and MLG Highlights, Blue Bloods, Boxing Ego, and it goes on and on. Some you know, some you may not know. But when it comes to this Tyson Fury thing, like for example, Counterpunch Boxing News, he says his title is Tyson Fury will never fight Deontay Wilder again, quote unquote, and that's coming from Bob Arum. Like, that's the statement that he's supposedly coming out and telling the mediator. I mean, what would give this man a reason to respond like that? And he wants to say it's because of how Wilder disrespected his culture or his character. But does Wilder not have the right to feel cheated if dude actually cheated against him? And it's not even a matter of question about that anymore. I think it's more than fair to say we all know he is a true cheater. He's always been one. But I'm here to break this down a little bit more. So you got this video, First Take, Stephen A. reacts to Brandon Marshall versus Deontay Wilder. I would love to think about that fight or any other fight with Wilder after, we all address and come to a full-on mutual conclusion where everybody's on board with this whole Wilder Fury 3 thing. Because I'm not letting it go until there's a full understanding across the board. This was a whole mess, and it's been cleared up through the underground new media. And so we all know the truth because of the work that's been done through the underground here on YouTube. But shout out to Young Pharaoh, shout out to Aki TV, shout out to Boxing Ego, shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV for being some of the young pioneers, YouTubers, exposing this whole thing with Tyson Fury in the first damn place. And Steve Cunningham and Fannin International Boxing, don't let me forget him. He came out with the Tyson Fury scandals 1, 2, and I believe 3. And it says here, bad news from Boxing Eagle Anthony Joshua, meaningless in America. Fury versus Joshua won't sell in USA. I could dig that. I can see it selling, but it's definitely, Ego is right about this. That shit ain't gonna sell like it ain't gonna fly like no hotcakes. That Wilder vs. Fury 3 was the biggest fight, in my opinion, to ever be had in boxing history. That's how big I regard that fight. I mean, I wouldn't even pay to see Joshua versus Fury. I mean, that's a very docile fight that I would not want to watch. That's all after the fact. If Tyson Fury would just man up and face Wilder, I would entertain that. But right now, I would never entertain Fury versus Joshua. It doesn't do anything for me being an American. For you UK guys, y'all want to have a Ukrainian champion, but I was cool on my end being in the USA with Deontay Wilder as my champ. You heard me? But let me not get all patriotic and shit like that. They gave you the belt. You know what I'm saying? Leaked Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz 2021. Okay, yeah, I heard about that. I'm not saying it's leaked. I mean, obviously, look, if I was Wilder, I would have plans for 2021 too. The year just freaking started. The Wilder's the type to fight multiple times in a year. So this is good news. Hey, y'all gotta definitely, fuck with me. This is part 1 right here. Let me stop it right here. There's a lot for us to talk about when it comes to Wilder. But just know, Wilder is that dude. He is the Bronze Bomber. His Bomb Squad. Shout out to the LDBC and all the boxing outlets of the green. And, and y'all know what it is. Subscribe to MCTV. I'll be back at y'all with another one.